Hey, Captain Logos here, preacher at large, teaching the word, inspiring 3 minutes at a time. Hey, 1 Samuel, the account of David when he faces Goliath, and then his subsequent rise to becoming king just prior to that point. So David goes out, there's Goliath, there's this giant, the king himself, who's a big man, right, has not done anything. None of his valiant men, his thousands are out there doing different things, but nobody is taking on Goliath, right? Can I tell you that there are giants out there that we face each and every day, right? There's just giant tribulations. There's giant things we have to face physically. There's giant things we have to face spiritually. But can I tell you that God will make a way? Yeah. So David shows up. They pile on Saul's armor, right? But David said, no, I can't fight this way. So when David faced the giant, he faced the giant the way that God had prepared him. David was a shepherd, so he did what shepherds do. He picked up a stone, put it in a sling, and he slayed the giant. Quit trying to fight your battles the way other people fight their battles. God has prepared you a certain way, and he will use the tools that he has given you to overcome the giants in your life. Now, this is even made even clearer. So when David gets a little bit older, he's in the king's palace, right? And Saul is trying to kill David every time David turns around. As a matter of fact, he makes him captain of thousands, sends him off to war so that he can kill him. Because he doesn't like him, right? Because he's become bitter, because the Spirit of God has been removed from Saul, and he knows that the Spirit of God is on David at this point, right? He even gives him his daughter. Saul gives him David his daughter so that he can entice him to do things like go against the Philistines. And the very first thing is, he says, I need 100 foreskins from the Philistines as your dowry. So David goes out, comes back with those 100 foreskins. Pretty gruesome, but hey, those were giants that David had to face. And then David would go out into battle all the time for Saul. And Saul would put him in the front lines, in the worst spots, expecting David to fall. But each and every time, David prevailed. Because David overcame the giants in his life, just like I know that you can overcome the giants in your life, if you would just allow God to work through you. The way God has made you, the way God has equipped you, the way God has gifted you. Don't worry about the gifting of other people. You just worry about what God has gifted you. And you use those tools, and you will overcome every giant in your life. Now, go get your face in the Bible.